The fuck is up, motherfuckers? We're back with another episode of World 1-1 Podcast. Before we dive in, as always, you can and should find us at our home on Podbean at world11.podbean.com, all spelled out, all one word. You can also pick us up on all your other favorite podcast services like iTunes, Google Play Music, Spotify, and you can now also find us on iHeartRadio. You should also be peeping us on our fantastic Twitch channel where we are streaming live right the hell now. And check out our apparently brand new internet famous low key total C tier celebrity list YouTube channel. So we've got all kinds of awesome stuff that's been happening on both our Twitch and our YouTube channel that you guys should be checking out. Lots and lots of content going up all the goddamn time. And then, of course, in terms of just broad spectrum social media, our Facebook page that you should like, and the followings on the Twitters and the Instagrams and that stuff. Yeah. So let's dig into it. I am, as always, your host, Larry the Bearded Wonder. Joining me tonight are all of my mini bosses. Eddie Blackman B.
I have no voice and I must scream.
See how you need a throat lozenge.
Where are you, Eddie? I can't find you.
We're changing it then. In that case, joining me tonight is Eddie Ricola.
Hello everybody. Hello.
Oh god.
Oh god.
That was good. I like that.
Kathy the Streamstress.
Hey, what's up?
Dylan Drinky Pants.
Yep.
And Josh the LeGrew.
Hello.
All right.
No. Hold on. Before you get started, Larry, I'm going to do this again. Because now is the perfect time for us to tell everybody what the fuck happened. Because you kind of alluded to it, but you didn't say exactly what the fuck happened. So to everybody who's listening to our podcast, and to... guys, I hope you don't mind me doing this. But... So, Larry
Go get your Kleenex ready, everybody.
Yeah, Larry. So, this weekend, we all got, or those of us who ordered it, got our Hollow Knight Collector's Edition from Fangamer. And as Larry does...
I got a funky misprinted one.
And as Larry always does whenever he gets something new like that, he'll do an unboxing video. So, well... The next morning after it had been uploaded to the YouTube channel, all of a sudden we realized it was catching on pretty quick. Most of our videos, we're lucky if we get in the double digits. This one was already up in the triple digits, so we were like, wow, it's really taken off. And within 24 hours, I think we hit, what was it, Josh? We hit at least almost...
Over 2,000.
Over 2,000 views.
By about noon, 1 o'clock on Monday, it had cracked 1,000, and then it kept going and going, and got up over 2, and it seems to have tailed out at about 2.8.
So, but for the first time, we've had a video go the 4 digits. And what made it even cooler is that our video, well, Larry's video was featured on Nintendo Soup, their website, which really helped draw a lot of traffic to our channel. So, Larry, again, on behalf of all of us, congrats on finally having a video hit the mainstream.
It did something.
But yeah, so that's what happened to everybody who's listening to our podcast. We finally got some recognition that was more than just a few people viewing it or us going back and looking at what we did. So,
right.
Congrats, Larry.
It was an interesting day.
It was a fun day. It was like...
It was
video watching. We were watching the numbers.
Yep.
So, but no, congrats.
Yeah, it took me a little while to do some digging on analytics to figure out where it was coming from, because I just spent most of my day at work looking at it going, the fuck did I do? I don't get it. Where is this shit coming from?
Right.
So I was a little bamboozled, but yeah, we discovered that it's because we got front paged on Nintendo Soup. So.
And it was the featured video for the article too, so it was like, boom! There was Larry's video. His house.
they had a lovely shot of my dining room in there. So
yeah, so congrats. But yeah, that's what Larry was talking about. Just wanted to make sure you all got the full story. So.
But to that end, y'all should definitely go check out the YouTube channel because that unboxing aside, we have a ton of other fucking cool shit up there, including our whole series of unboxings. The all new command prompt with Josh, Sights and Strats with Dylan, Dumb Leading the Blind with myself and Kathy. Just tons and tons of fun stuff. Plus, I've been sinking back into doing some World 1-1 plays, working our way through AM2R. And I've got a few other things coming up that I'm looking forward to. So, but in any case, so let's dig into it proper, and let's kick this bitch off with, oh my god, video games. Eeny, meeny, miny. Dylan, the hell have you been playing?
Well, I was going to play Cave Story.
I know, that's my fault. It's here in my case, my bad. I did not realize it was still in my fucking case. I thought it got cycled out.
I was like, ooh, I'm going to play this.
But, you should be here this weekend so you can come pick it up.
Yeah. That is the plan for Saturday evening. I got the okay for the wife, so...
Hells to the fucking yeah.
Should be coming after work. Also... Alright, so instead of that, I started playing... God, I'm not 100% sure. I think it's pronounced Anno 1800.
Yes.
Yeah,
Anno 1800.
I'm starting to get into it a little bit. It's a little different from what I'm used to from like a 4X game. It seems more SimCity, less Civilization-y, which is fine. It's just like trying to figure out like all the little mechanics that go into it. So I'm playing that. Started playing this Dungeoneer game on the Switch. It's like pocket game. I don't know. It's pretty good. It cost me $12, so I'm enjoying that. And I've been playing my first like mobile game that I'm actually getting into, which I need to stop getting into it because I'm dropping money on it. Is Warriors of Waterdeep, which is like a D&D spin-off kind of title. It's fun.
There's a sound clip that's going to go right there in the audio version of this, by the way.
It's fun. It's also like it's a little money hungry. They like for the first. It's interesting because they have a subscription like VIP plan, which is like $10 a month, but you get like some extra goodies, which I don't really think's terrible so long as it's not also like constantly changing me for like gems and crap like that, which it doesn't seem to be. Like you can definitely grind and the grind's less real if you're a VIP dude, but it's still a bit grindy. It's a mobile game, so other than that, I haven't really played much of anything. I'm mostly excited for games that are in the woodworks, so to speak, which I'm sure we'll talk about in news.
Okay. And Catch a Tiger by is Eddie. The fuck have you been playing?
So on Switch,
aside from wrestling with a lawnmower.
For Switch, started up God of Robo, the Metroid style cat game. It plays. This is the thing about this game. It's a monochromatic game that's in black and white. You play as this kitty named Kiki, whose master. You land on this planet, and the master can't get out. Kiki has to do everything. So he gets a suit and goes around and fights against these mice who can actually talk. You're trying to figure out what's going on this little world. The thing about this thing is, Larry, what is that game that is from the mutant Mud Mutants team? They did that Metroid style game, and I can't think of it. I played it on Wii U and beat it, but they brought it to Switch. It's the one that Brian Altano worked on, and I cannot think of it. It's almost in a sense that it's designed that way, but you don't jump back and forth or anything. You do not get no energy until you get to a save point. So anytime you get hit or something, you defeat enemies, there will be no energy to recollect. You have to do everything in that one shot. So this game,
I can't think of the game you're talking about now. It's gonna fucking piss me off.
Yeah, it's it's like it was a really kind of different. It was a short Metroidvania game or Metroid style game, but it's just like you didn't get no energy after you defeat enemies, and that's the kind of how it is. It's like the difficulty is making the game longer, and then right now I'm halfway through the game. I'm like on the third section of the game. And it's kind of fun. It's good. It's a cool game. It's more in the style of Metroid. Problem is, it doesn't seem like there's a lot to it. Like getting energy and getting special weapons and attachments for your mech and everything. So it feels like it's a game that you probably could beat in 3.5 to 4 hours, depending on how good you are. I do recommend playing with the Pro Controller. If you got Joy-Cons that work, that's not doing like the launch Joy-Cons problem, you can play it there. But it's a fun little game. It's a cool game. I still want to get Time Spinners that just came out, but that's what I kind of been playing on Switch. Still with Phoenix Wright playing that. But then I'm about to jump into some other games and finish them for Switch, like Blaster Master 2. I bought it, but I haven't started it up, and I want to get into that. For PlayStation 4, play some more Tomb Raider. Going back to the first game, the definitive edition, and I'm gonna run through that and Rise of the Tomb Raider, and then jump into Shadow. But I'm about to also jump into Neo for PS4, and I'm going to be trying to stream Next Machina, the last game that came from House Marquis. I kind of just want to show that off and have a discussion on why the game looks like an arcade game, but it's not really an arcade, from the olden days, I should say. So I'm going to probably be streaming that soon. So you guys, I'll throw it out there. You guys can check it out. For Xbox, been playing Rage 2, getting further into that. I think I'm halfway done with that game. Monster Hunter World, I'm at the Wild Wastelands. Getting a little bit further into that. So I'll be finding I think I'm about to be finding a new monster in the Wild Wastelands. I haven't got a chance to fight anything yet. I just have to explore for it. So can't wait to get in it and fight that. Jumped into Crackdown 3. Played that for a little while. Still a fun game. It's like very addictive. And I know the new update came out. And I haven't tried it yet, but I will soon. But that's pretty much what all the stuff that I've been playing. I know I'm about to try to get through some other games. So probably by the time you guys see us next week during E3, or if I'm not here at E3, I'll try to let you guys know a list of games that I've been playing, because E3 is exciting right now, and I can't wait. I really can't wait. So, but yeah, that's all the stuff that I've been playing.
And flip it, Kathy. What have you been playing?
I was just trying to think of everything I've been playing, because I've been playing quite a bit.
I know, you had a whole fucking barrage of shit last night. You made a bunch of fucking work for me, damn it.
It's all one
Because now
video.
I've got to cut it. I know, it's work now because I have to fucking cut it up.
No, you don't. Just keep it all as one video. It's just, hey, we played a variety of games. That's all.
No,
'Cause-
my OCD won't let me.
Okay.
It must be neatly
Well, and I'm trying to
organized.
think of what I played on the Switch, because there was something I know. Okay, well, I'll take it one at a time. So, the usual, get it out of the way, Fortnite, but I haven't been playing that as much. Only because it's at that point where I've done most of the challenges, although here's where my OCD gets me. There was a group of challenges that we could complete, and I was
Hang
like,
on one second. Dylan, I know that came out of your fucking background. WD-40, damn it.
we're just gonna be done because, you know.
I just had to yell at Dylan for that.
Couldn't you have waited till off scene?
No.
Maybe, but it's really fun to just fucking call him out about his goddamn squeaky door.
All my doors are
WD-40,
squeaky.
dude, it's like 75 cents.
You know, you only do this when I start talking about Fortnite. If I had been talking about anything else, I don't think you would have done that.
No, I'd have done it no matter what the hell was happening.
Alright, whatever. So now I gotta start all over again. Let's see. So I was playing Fortnite a fortnight ago. What was I doing? Anyhow, there was a challenge. I completed it. I spent like 5 hours straight just doing this stupid challenge, but we're just moseying on through that. Let's see. Monday, completed the witness because I told Larry I was done. And I said, I don't care, come hell or high water, I'm completing this even if I have to pull out the player a walkthrough, which I did. And there's proof of it because I was screen sharing that specific screen where I had it up. So, but we completed it, and yay, it's done. Now I can move on to other stuff, because that was 8 weeks. 8 weeks. 8 long weeks of stupid fucking Tetraminos.
You know, if it makes you feel any better,
It's not going to make me feel any better, but go ahead.
it might actually.
No, it won't.
So, friend of the show, Kate Oceanic Bones, on Twitch. You should check her out too, by the way, because she does lots of fucking fun, cool shit. Lots of Dark Souls. So if that's your jam, she's a ton of fun too. But in any case, her and I first crossed paths when she was working her way through the witness on Twitch as well. And I can recall 1 or 2 nights sitting up literally for a solid hour and a half to 2 hours trying to work out a single puzzle. Like, there were a couple of headbangers that we were sitting there in chat just like losing our fucking minds, screaming like, no, I will fucking figure it out. Spent all night, the whole stream, over an hour working a single puzzle. So don't feel bad. This went on for months.
Good for
So
her. I can only tolerate so many puzzles and so many of the same puzzles before I'm ready to throw the game out the window. Now, unfortunately, because it's not a physical copy, throwing my game out the window would involve me picking up my CPU and tossing it, and we're not doing that because then I'd lose all the other games that I really want to play. So,
if you had detoured into town, you would have actually gotten a ton of variety to bust that up, because the town...
We are done with the witness. I don't give a fuck about the town. I don't give a fuck about that damn fucking island. It's done. I'm putting it, it's dead. I have buried it. I have forgotten it. I will come back to it someday, but that game, just let it lie. I don't want to see that game for a long time. Okay? It's just done. Fuck that game. Fuck that game to hell.
You know, you're glad you did it.
Beautiful game. Fuck that game to hell. And if I ever see another Tetramino puzzle, I'm going to seriously... I don't know what I'll do, but something will happen.
Just scream out, "Not today, Satan," and walk away.
I hope I'm around a whole bunch of little kids, too, when I say that. Really freak them out. Let's see. I started playing City of Brass, the free game that Epic has, currently in their store. It's very much... I don't know if you guys have played it, but it reminds me of Hades, but
Mhm.
in 3D. Because that's really what you're doing is instead of trying to escape, you're trying to work your way to the center of the city. But all it is you're going from level to level, pretty much room to room, defeating enemies and trying to just keep working your way to the center of the city. So, and then you upgrade stuff as you go on throughout the levels. So, it's all right. I mean, it's fun gameplay. I mean, nothing like using a whip and a sword on things. So, I do like the mechanic where you can, and I like how the whip you can actually disarm, trip, knock their heads off because they're all skeletons and zombies. That is that was probably one of the best whip mechanics I've seen in a game. So,
Right on.
let's see. And the cool thing is you get to use both. So you have the sword in one hand, the whip in the other. I thought that makes it fun and adds to the variety of what you can and cannot do. Let's see. Been playing on my Switch. What did I play on the Switch? I'm sorry. I was asleep before this podcast, so I don't remember everything. I started playing the Hollow Knight physical copy. It is so pretty on the big TV.
Isn't it?
I love that game. I really want to play it. I got to get back into it. I still got to get the true ending, and I got to beat the White Palace.
Still haven't brought it.
Oh, fuck the White Palace.
I know.
Fuck the White Palace and everybody responsible that had a hand in the White Palace. Fuck them too.
So I gotta go back and finish that because that's where I left off with streaming that, and then I got so into Fortnite. Let's see what else. Shoot. We got a new game. I haven't played it yet, but it is a puzzle game, and I highly recommend it. It's on the Switch. It's called Not Not. It's only 99 cents. It's on sale. Otherwise, it's usually $2, but it's definitely worth the 99 cents. It's hard to describe it, but you basically are working your way through a puzzle and you're given directions such as like colors and directions, and you have the word not in there, N-O-T. So it's spelled N-O-T, N-O-T, so not. It is a really cool, simple puzzle game. My son actually found it and wanted it, and we've been having fun. It's like I said, you have to play it to understand how it works. I can't really describe
That's one thing I give it to Switch. Like these puzzle games, like these weird odd puzzle games, they're quite addictive for a good price.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And then what Larry was complaining about with my stream, Switch has the Disney Afternoon Collection. It's all the Capcom and NES games that they made, from DuckTales to Chip and Dale to Darkwing Duck and DuckTales 2.
When did that come out?
Oh god, a month ago. And
why did I miss that?
I don't know how you missed it, but yes, it's all the original games. And so I decided to break that open, and goddamn, that's hard. Games. I couldn't get past the first level on any of them. Okay, even the ones where I could do multiple levels, I went to each level and I couldn't get through. The only one that I came close was the mines in DuckTales, where I got to the boss, but I kept fucking it up. And I swear that something's up with my controller, because there's a place in DuckTales where I should be able to bounce on my cane, and I can't get it to bounce, and I keep dying because I had one. But what's really a neat thing with this game is that you can reverse your game. So you're playing, and if you die, if you hit with the bumper, it'll rewind as far back as you want. It'll rewind. You go all the way back to the beginning of the stage, and it'll continue from wherever you want to leave. So if you keep making a mistake, I think I rewound that one spot like for about 10 minutes, and I still couldn't get it to work. But that is a really neat feature on that. But I got a chance to play games I hadn't played in forever, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I gotta do Tailspin and Darkwing Duck, because I beat Rescue Rangers and DuckTales on the NES when they originally came out, so I don't need to go back and visit them.
I did too, but after having gotten the remastered version of DuckTales, it was nice to go back and see and realize just how difficult it is, and I'm really getting old because my reflexes are not that great. Let's see.
Still a bomb soundtrack.
Oh yes, and that's the other cool thing, is with the game you can actually go. On the title screen you can actually go into the music and play the soundtracks, from each of the games.
Oh, nice.
Yes, so definitely a cool feature. Trying to think of what else I played. Don't think there's much else I played. I've just been in Tetris 99. Let's see. I think that's really it. I've just been trying to hit up all the games. There's games I want to play, and I keep they're just staring at me. But I know, I know we have plans for them, and I just look at my screen and I'm like, I want to play you. I can't. I'm supposed to wait.
I'm still hoping for. I'm still hoping for Portal 2 to come to Switch. I wish that would come.
If it does, it needs to be 1-2 together. Like, give me the Aperture pack.
Yeah.
But
so
that's on my list, and I keep hovering over it. It's just saying, click me. Like, there's like about 10 games. I'm like, click me.
Have you played Portal 2, Kevin?
I've never played any of the Portal games.
Oh, okay.
That reminds me, Dylan, I gotta get back on that.
What was that? What was that?
Told Dylan, I said he and I gotta get back on that.
Yes. So.
Well, I know. I need to. Yeah, I need to play Portal 1. I think it's part of Games with Gold this month.
Is it?
I think so.
I don't remember seeing it. Oh no, yeah, it is. Yeah. Oh fuck. I've just drawn a blank.
Well, good, because I forgot one other thing that I wanted to talk about, and I'm really excited. So Adele and I were, the day you were streaming, she was playing Detroit Become Human.
Mm-hmm.
Such a good game.
Well, it's coming to Epic. I noticed it, so I'm like,
there you go.
Gotta get it. So that's on my to-do list to play, because I've heard nothing but good things about that. But
yeah, really good voice acting, and
this is what sucks about these games being exclusive on consoles. I am not buying a console. I got my PC. It better damn well fucking come out on console or on PC, not on the console.
Yeah,
Journey's about to hit. Multiple.
Journey's about to hit Epic too.
Yes,
so.
that I'm excited about too. There's a lot of games coming to Epic.
It's weird that Detroit Become Human is coming to Epic, because I thought that was Sony's. I thought Sony paid for that development, but I'm assuming not. I wonder if they had a deal or something.
Who knows what Epic is doing? Epic.
Maybe time.
Who knows? So, okay, I'm done. I'll shut up.
All right. So, since you mentioned it, I should tell you, I just recently read an interview with Hitler. They asked actually if he liked playing Tetris on his Switch. Apparently, he does not, because he just responded with 9-9.
Larry, that joke is getting so
bad.
Old. No, it's
so
getting
bad.
old. It is old. You have done it every time we've talked about Tetris 99. It is
it's always been Terry Crews.
No, you have done some variation of the 9-9 joke. You just need to stop.
And I will keep going until I run out of them.
Josh, what have you been playing?
Thank you, Eddie.
Amen.
Yeah, I haven't been playing too much. I got into the dig, obviously, for Command Prompt, and it is an
old man game.
Yes, it is. I totally forgot how to play those games. I totally forgot how to play those games and how to actually kind of play and I really struggled on this last episode until like 5 minutes before I was kind of like going to be like, I'm done. I wanted to get through this part. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Somebody in stream actually suggested, it just kind of got my brain working in a different way, which actually helped a lot. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna work on that, and then it started clicking together. So I took like a 2-minute break, went to the bathroom, got something to drink, came back, and I was like, okay. So I got to the point now where I'm actually getting somewhere.
Cool.
In that game, yep.
It's actually starting to kind of like the story's kind of opening up a little bit, which always is fun. I was so mad that I couldn't see what the solution was. That pissed me off. I was getting into the game. I'm like, oh, what's going on?
I know. You were helping, and a couple other people.
I wasn't helping. I was trolling. I was not helping.
Well, no, not really. Not really.
You know, you were helping.
No, definitely I wasn't. I had no fucking clue what was going on.
And I have.
So you Adele'd him.
Yeah.
No, I didn't even try to help. I mean, I did make a few suggestions that were at least not like what Adele did. Okay, I just was like, well, try it. Well, maybe is that really, But no, I didn't do an Adele.
So I got that, and I did dabble with a few other things. I did some Super Paper Mario, some.
Fun.
Yes.
That's such a good story. I like that story.
Yeah. I want to get back into Skyward Sword too. I just haven't done it this week because we've had some issues here at home. So I got those all squared away, and I'm off tomorrow. But now I've got to get a bunch of other stuff caught back up because I was doing all this other stuff, kind of like being an adult, which sucks. But other than that, I mean, not too much. I've got a lot of things on my plate. I'm going to try. I've downloaded a bunch of stuff from my Xbox, so I'm going to play some of that tomorrow, hopefully, if I can get a few hours.
Right on. Anything else before we jump forward?
I think the R-Type Final 2, I think they're close to they're 45 million yen. I think they're about to reach their goal.
We'll hit that in news. I just want to make sure we didn't miss anybody's what anybody's been playing.
I played Devil May Cry 5 also. I was streaming that on Mixer. It was good. I was telling Josh that I got to figure out how to save the games on Mixer because that was my first time actually streaming on Mixer. And I like how fluid it is. It was easier than Twitch, but I still just got to figure out how everything saves and everything.
Right.
Because I've been having I was having problems with Twitch Monday on both my Xbox and my PS4. But I think the problem might have resolved itself. So I want to jump back in because I want to do Next Machina, Neo, and Mafia 3. I want to show those games off.
Cool.
Right on. So I played a couple goodies. You can catch the replays on our YouTube channel. Been posting up some World 1-1 plays, working my way through AM2R on stream, showing it off, talking a little bit about some compare and contrast with the original, and a little bit with Samus Returns that came out a year later. Just the one night, not so much last night.
You did die last night.
I know, but not with the same frequency. So.
This is trolling me.
I
love trolling.
Tra la 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 la.
I should have known that was coming.
Yeah, huh? It always will. So that's. I still love it. It's still so good. It's a goddamn travesty that Nintendo didn't just buy the rights and call it a day at that. And then just officially release that. Let's see. Dinked around with Euphoria a little bit because it's been a long hot minute since I've played Euphoria, and I'm really thinking that's going to be coming up on 1-1 Plays at some point in the future. However, I already know what's coming up next after AM2R. AM2R's probably got about 2 streams left in it before we're finished with that. And then I think we're going to be cracking into Hollow Knight, and Hollow Knight is just so fucking meaty. That's going to be a while. Who knows? I might just run them both at the same time. Fuck it. I have the inkling. I love the very chill ambience of Euphoria.
We're dabbling into ASMR. That's with Euphoria.
Yeah.
We're gonna become an ASMR channel.
Oh God. Listen to the sound of my voice.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's It's going to. We're just gonna do, and we're gonna put a low key, really faint, watermark overlay of a fucking hypno spiral going at the same time, and
just rocking it.
Is there anything in Twitch's terms of service that says we can't do that? By the way,
no,
I just want to check.
I don't think so.
Fantastic! It's on, bitches.
Wow.
Oh God. What else? Twiddled around with some Dead Cells on my Switch. I feel like it did something else on my Switch too, and now I'm drawing a blank, like an idiot.
You still need to fix Dead Cells for me.
I know. Well, don't disappear after the fucking show tonight, and we can screw around with it. So, let's see.
Never mind.
I know. Oh, I can't name it by name because it's part of the surprise, but I dinked around with something else, just to test it and make sure.
Do you want me to leave and you can say it on the podcast?
Nope.
No, darn it!
Nope. Nope.
Darn it! I was gonna go back and listen to it.
Nope, doesn't work that way.
Damn.
I know better. I know what I'm recording. So, yeah, Kathy's coming into town to come hang and visit this weekend. There's going to be some fun stuff happening on the Twitch channel this weekend. So keep your eyes peeled for some Friday night action, as well as
I know what I'm doing Friday night. Damn it.
Yep.
Shit.
We're going to be in for a nice solid stretch of gaming. She just doesn't know what the hell we're doing, but it's all prep tested and ready to roll out, so that'll be fun.
I'm really scared.
Oh yeah,
I'm scared.
No, we're it's gonna be a one shot. We're playing start to finish Friday night. Oh, yeah, gonna be awesome.
I am driving. I am driving that day, and it's a long drive, and I'm going to be driving, hitting the toll road right at rush hour. I'm going to be exhausted.
I know, but see, when you get here, we're going to go have dinner, and then we'll get to just kind of chill and hang out first Friday and some time to recoup, and then we'll feed you a 5-hour, and we'll get down to some brass tacks. So that's exciting. Plus, speaking of kind of impromptu, it's not exactly impromptu, but I don't know if we're going to have it streaming. Depends on whether or not Kathy can show me how the fuck to set it up. We'll play with it, but there may be a stream of an extra episode of World 101 Podcast Saturday night. We'll see what happens. So, anyways. What else? There was something. I don't know. It's escaped me. I did technically play some Witness because when Kathy finished up, I took her through the ending, the true ending, so that she could see it without having to lose her save file, so that she can go back to it and do cleanup, in a year or two.
Or 5.
Or 3. Yeah.
So.
Maybe never.
One day you're going to be thinking about it.
There will be. Like I said, and if you'd watch, for those, go check out the stream. It is a great game. But that is a game for me to play for maybe an hour and then be done, or not even an hour, just do a few puzzles, then walk away. Doing this for the last 8 weeks was just a little too much, especially the same puzzles over and over and over. And at 9, 10 o'clock at night for me, I mean, come on, Larry, you were falling asleep during it. Let's just say that, okay? You almost fell out of your chair a couple of times. It got tedious. So I'm looking forward I am looking forward to the next game, and I can't wait to start that one on Monday.
So let's
and
see
then soon
here.
BioShock. I can't wait to start BioShock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, that's why we got to do the thing Friday, so we can get a nice palate cleanse and then be ready for Bioshock on Monday.
Well, now I know what I'm doing Friday.
You've got a guess. It doesn't mean you're correct, but you have a guess. So.
Well, I know what I'm doing Friday then, everybody.
Anyways, let's see. I'll tell you, I feel like there was something else. Oh, I piddled a little more with Golf Peaks, which is still actually really awesome.
What is it?
Golf Peaks on the Switch. It's a card-based miniature golf puzzle game. So it's only a couple bucks.
Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, no, lots. I really like it. Totally fantastic. Definitely worth the couple of smackaroos. So I need to get back and finish up Path to Thalamus. That I want to see the end of. Who knows? I got some free time tomorrow. Amidst all the other crap I have to do, I'm trying to decide what game I'm gonna spend my time playing. Let's see. Oh, and I played editor and production chief because, God, it's just been so much content to plow through and get posted up everywhere. Anyways, so that's what I've been playing. You know what that means, don't you? It means it's a good time for us to say, break! Welcome back! This is the middle part of the show called Bonus Room, where we do nerdy show and tell bullshit. So this week, I dug out a Christmas present from a couple years ago because it's fun, and I think Kathy especially will dig this. So we're going to take a look at a nifty little loot box that actually ran at Walmart, of all the goofy places. We have
Oh, cool.
the Zelda box.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I've seen this before. It's pretty good.
Yeah, huh? So,
What the oh God, I hate you.
It's like right next to
So-
Larry the llama.
so let's open this bad boy up.
Oh God,
I'm
so mad at you right now for showing this.
All the fun stuff inside. So let's get into it here. So
Can
first
I
of all,
see that
because
in person when I
of
come?
course. So first of all, because it is just the cutest, is our adorable little Triforce squishy mini tiny pillow.
Oh.
Cool.
It's very soft. It's fuzzy like me. And and we may have what might be the coolest fucking coin bank ever. The wooden chest coin bank.
Dope.
Opening lid. That's the most dope. With
It'd
the
be cool if it made like
Yeah,
a
the
noise.
sound,
Like
yeah.
the
No, it's actually a nice like construction too, because it's like leather bound on the sides and riveted, and it's actual like wood with like real pretty hinges on the back and everything.
That's dope.
So it's very nice. It's very nice.
Why are you doing
Also-
this to me?
Let me slide this out of the sleeve here. I'm a sucker for cool shit like this. We have a nice little metal Zelda coin.
That's dope.
Oh.
It's hang on here. Got some nice heft to it,
Oh my God.
and it fits lovely right in the coin bank.
And it makes that sound. Oh.
Mhm. Also packed in, we have a delightful shiny silver vinyl decal.
Oh.
Dope.
Yeah. Now getting into some of the actual fun stuff.
I don't have anything so cool from Zelda.
We have this Swifty
It's a little notebook.
leather bound blank page notebook. It's even got like the little scrolly on the top and the bottom there.
Oh
It's
my
very nice.
God.
Mhm.
Jackass.
It is very pretty. Nice little stand. It's got some real cool embossing.
How did I not see this?
On the center.
Cool. Yeah.
And
how did my husband not see this? He knows I love Zelda.
So again, following a theme here apparently this week, I have an oddly misprinted, nice little glass here. Came with, and it is actually slightly misprinted because you can see a faint marking. I don't know how well it's going to show. It may not, but there's a real faint marking as to where the stamp on here should be, and it's way off the mark. So that forever makes me giggle. Remind me when you're here, Kathy. You can see it in person. It shows up much better. And then
Is Zelda your favorite series as well, Kathy?
It is. It is my absolute
Nice.
yeah. Zelda.
Same.
Zelda, please.
Wait, what's the favorite?
Oh God. For sentimental reasons, Link to the Past, but Breath of the Wild is my all-time favorite because
I'm still Twilight Princess, I think.
They're just
God,
so good.
Twilight's
It's really
so
hard. As a Zelda fan, it's so hard to really... I mean, I even appreciate, even though they suck, I even appreciate the CDI games. They suck, but I appreciate the effort.
So
What else?
there's one last thing in the box because the band that comes around, that came around, showcased everything except one mystery item. And our mystery item, let me slide this out here.
Bag of rupees.
What do you have? Is that rupees? Bag of rupees?
It is the sack of rupees.
Oh, that's so cool. I actually want to
It's a
get the
vital
people who
rupee
make...
sack.
I want to get a collection of like the people who make the epoxy rupees. God.
So,
So
but yeah,
cool.
this was gifted to me for Christmas 2 Christmases ago, and it's just kind of quietly sat here in my collection. So, but I thought, you know what, this is a fun one to crack out for bonus room. It felt right.
That's awesome.
So I thought I would share.
You're
Kathy, don't let me forget when you're here so you can play with stuff.
I will not let you forget any Zelda stuff.
So, but in any case, but yeah, that's what we got for bonus room this week. As I sit here and quietly pack the goodies, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes with the third half of the show, where we're going to be making our way on over to their news desk because there is a ton of shit to talk about. So we'll see you in 10. And welcome back to the third half of the show. This is where we either deep dive into a special topic, or like this week, we're going to head on over to the news desk. So let's have Dylan jump off because the big news this week is all the Pokemans. So Dylan, take it away.
So there was a Pokemon Direct, and it was fucking lit, fam. So Pokemon Sword and Shield is gonna have some cool new stuff, like was it Dynamax?
Yeah, Dynamax.
It's a terrible name. Just saying. But I really like the idea of like world encounters. Like, so there's always been some really cool stuff with Pokemon Go, right? Like raids and I like the idea of connecting with other people. And Pokemon Let's Go had some cool cooperative stuff, but it was kind of like, if you're actually a Pokemon fan, the cooperative was kind of shitty. But this is going to be cool because it offers those like Pokemon Go raids in a main series title, taking on like boss Pokemon, and like you have to work as kind of like a team. Like, you know, say for instance you're going up against like a grass type, and like 3 of the 4 people don't have like a fire type or a flying type or something that's super effective against it, but that one guy does. Only one person can use the Dynamax thing in a raid battle, which I think is a really, really cool mechanic. The gems look awesome. Like there's actually like life to the gems now, whereas in like a lot of the older main titles, it was, they had themes, and you would go through like these puzzles, which is always cool, but like, it's been kind of a thing where like the anime has shown like gems to be like a event, and they're finally bringing that to the games, which is also awesome. I'm excited about the legendaries. Those guys look cool. I'm interested to see if there's like a fusion legendary, kind of like how there was with Black and White. That would be dope. Starters, I like pretty much all of them. I'm a fire starter guy, always have been, except for I think it was like Gen 6 that had Chespin. Chespin was my dude.
That reminds me, I do believe the police are looking for you, Dylan.
For?
Because apparently you're a fire starter, you asshole.
Oh yeah. I like the fire types. They're my favorite types. I mean, all the coolest Pokemon are fire type Pokemon. You got Charizard, Blaziken, Arcanine. I mean, they're just dope. Like the fire types are the best. They have some unfortunate weaknesses, like rock type. Okay, Kathy. I mean, listen. I listened to you, John.
No. This was to Larry.
Like,
this was to Larry.
Oh.
No,
I knew exactly what that was.
It's getting real.
No,
Like,
Dylan.
listen.
Dylan. Okay, hold up. Time out. Dylan, this is actually directed towards Larry's joke about you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, not Pokemon. All right. Okay. Just before you start getting your ass on the vine and start trying to. No, this was not you. This was Larry. This was towards Larry.
There's
you
interesting.
You mentioned the Dynamax, and I got to tell you, the best thing that I saw come out of this fucking direct today was in the comments on Facebook. Somebody left a post that said, "Just watch the Pokemon Direct. Somebody just used Dynamax in my pants."
The thing I was wondering about that, why don't the Pokemon just use that and then take over the world? I mean, I would be afraid as a Pokemon trainer to have that big-ass Pokemon behind me, and they get mad because they've been trapped in that tiny ball.
Well, so there's like, there's rules to the Dynamax. It only lasts for 3 turns. 2, I mean, I'm assuming for the most part, except for the raid battles as a game mechanic, I'm assuming like if you were to go like to actual like lore levels, would be that like you would need a trainer to unlock that bond. Much like the Z moves and the mega evolutions and stuff like that.
Free the Pokemon. Stop treating them like that.
No, they need it, Kathy. Okay, they need it. They need it.
Can we talk about how awesome the fucking Disco Pokeball is, though?
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
That's cool. There's new like travel mechanics. Like there's this new Pokemon that's like a taxi Pokemon that's awesome. Like so you don't have to necessarily learn Fly to go and like waste an HM move, even though Fly's a solid move set. To basically HM like murder a Pokemon like a Bidoof or something like that to get you around, through different things. So I think that's cool that they have like a Pokemon that specifically does that. I don't know. Overall, like I am fucking hype for this game. Like next level excited. I mean, I've been talking about putting Pokemon on my TV since I was like 6. All right, like I want to play Pokemon on my TV. And I want a real Pokemon game. I don't want Pokemon Let's Go. I mean, solid game. Okay. I think some people like got their panties in a twist over like nothing. there's a lot of hate towards that game that it really didn't deserve. But this is what I've been waiting for. This is what we have been training for. Okay, let's play it. I'm excited. It's gonna be good. I think it's probably gonna be, hopefully the best Pokemon game to date. There's been some solid like offshoot console games like Pokemon Coliseum, but this is it. This is what like every Pokemon fan dreams of. So,
what about XD? Nobody talks about that.
XD was good. It just wasn't as good as Coliseum. Like it was alright. Like, but it was kind of like the same game as Coliseum with like gimmicky mechanics. But it was solid.
That I feel like that is probably the least loved installment in the series somehow.
No, the dungeon games, the mystery dungeon games, have got to be the least loved. They have to be. I mean, maybe little kids like the mystery dungeon games, but like Pokemon fans, I like XD. It's just not this. This is like taking the Game Boy games and like putting everything that we wanted. The next step is a Pokemon MMO. Okay, that's really what needs to come out. All right, a Pokemon MMO. Take my money, $20 a month. I don't care. I want to play. So, yeah, hype.
Fair enough. Anybody else thoughts? Who's excited? Who gives zero fucks?
It actually looks good. I did look at the Direct. I'm not a Pokemon fan. I never have been. I did not like the Game Boy games. I never got the hype. I mean, I liked the cartoon. Don't get me wrong. That was always fun to watch Ash and...
Not a cartoon. It's an anime.
Whatever. Anime. Whatever. It was a cartoon back then. I didn't know about anime till later. But... what the hell was that? But anyhow,
I think it was Adele. She may have just gotten into a wreck.
I hope not.
She's dying.
No, I swerved. I swerved to miss a possum and thought I hit it. I'm sorry.
Oh God. Wow, carnage on this podcast. No, but I could see why the fans of the Pokemon series. Dylan, I can see why you're excited, and that it really looks good. It does for a Pokemon game. I'm even willing to try because the Game Boy games never really appealed to me. This looks good. It looks fun. I like the idea of exploring the world and seeing the Pokemon and actually being a part of that world. Whereas with the Game Boy games, I never felt like I was a part of it. So.
And that's fair. Like, I mean, it's right, definitely Ariel. Something like if you're, like if you grow up with it, much like the Star Wars debate, right? Like a lot of people hate on the prequels, but I grew up with the prequels. To me, like that was Star Wars. I didn't see episode 4, 5, and 6 until I was older. But yeah, I mean, I think it's different if you grow up with them. Like, I mean, Pokemon was like the first gaming series besides Zelda and Mario that like I really dug my teeth into. I remember like getting frustrated to tears with that game, like because I had a Pokemon that like I was facing this trainer and all he had was a goddamn Metapod, and it just kept using Harden, and my Pokemon ran out of moves, and it knocked itself out because of struggle, and I couldn't beat that goddamn stupid Metapod. And like I got so mad, I was like in tears, like how angry I was. So yeah, it's definitely been an adventure, and I'm very excited about where Pokemon's going.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you, as a fan of Pokemon, as such a strong fan that you are, it's good to hear that you're excited for the game, because I think, like you said, this is really, I think, for the fans who've been waiting for this, and I hope it does live up to your expectations, what you've been wanting for all these years. I know my daughter, who is a huge Pokemon fan, she is excited for it. So she's I mean, heck, she even got up early to watch the direct. So,
I'm gonna get a capture card so that I can live stream that bitch when it comes out. Like the night it comes out, I'm playing it for hours.
And
I don't know who's streaming that day, but I'm letting you know I'm streaming. I'm coming out the
Dylan
gate.
is so excited that next week he's going to be on the show cosplaying as Gender Bender Misty.
Probably not, but nice try.
I don't know. You're kind of tall and lanky. I think you could pull that off.
I mean, I could probably pull it off.
We'll just get you a yellow crop top and some red suspenders. You'll be fine.
So, but no, it did look good. I mean, we joke about. I know we were joking in our chat with you about, you know, not caring and stuff like that. But it honestly, you know, it is part of the video game history, and it has a big part in how, you know, where video games have come from. So you can't. There is a level of appreciation for it, I think, from all of us. So we may not care as much as you, but there's that appreciation, and we understand. You know, we understand the fan base. I mean, I'm a Zelda fan. I get excited over Zelda games like no other, and I know not everybody has that same love. So, you know, I'm just, like I said, I'm glad to see that you're excited about it, and I hope it's everything you want it to be.
It will be. I'm sure it will be. I hope it's not. Like, the only thing that concerns me is Pokemon games in the main line of games have become very, like, not. I don't want to say easy, but like the challenge has definitely went down since probably X and Y, or not even X and Y, Black and White, and even Black and White were a little bit easier, and it just seems like they've gone like easier and easier and easier. And I understand that mentality because like they're always trying to pull in more and more fans, you know, especially with younger generations. But it's like, man, give me something that, like, one, I want the option to skip the fucking tutorial on how to catch Pokemon. I've been catching Pokemon since I was like a baby. Like, I don't need the tutorial on how to catch a fucking Pokemon. I get it. All right, I know where to buy the Pokeballs. I know where the running shoes, what they do. All right, I know all that shit. Just
kind of like the Zelda game, like the Breath of the Wild, how they made the tutorial a level, basically. Where it didn't feel like a tutorial, even though the whole...
Give me, like, just let me do my thing, bro. Like, I know, give me the balls. All right, I'll go catch the Mons, and we'll move the fuck on.
And I gotta ask, because Josh, you had Adele. Are you still alive? Was that a tree that you wrapped around?
No, I'm seeing a lot of deer and a lot of trash pandas. Not a lot of trees. A lot of corn. Well, not.
You're a choppy mess. You're a choppy mess of road noise right now. And Josh, I know you had some feelings about Pokemon. Share with the class.
Just kind of like a lot of the same as Kathleen. Like I was just a little too old, I think, when it came out. I never really got into it. I played the Game Boy game a little bit, and it was like literally like 20 minutes, and I'm like, I'm done. I can't do this. I just didn't get it. I just don't get it. I'm excited for people that are excited about it, and that's cool that they want, you know, they're getting something that they want. Because I mean, when I get a game I want, it's, you know, I'm excited for it too. But I just don't really get it. I can live without it personally.
It's dope. That's all you need to get. Okay, it's dope. I mean, I think if you're ever going to try a Pokemon game, I think that this would be the one to give it a shot. You know,
right.
I'll tell you what, I'll make you a deal. All right, you try this Pokemon game. I'll try one of your horrible point and clicks.
We'll think about it. It's even like hard for me to even try that. I'll be like,
the question is, which PNC should we give Dylan?
Something really old school.
Something truly terrible.
I don't know. There's one that I'm anxious to dig into because it's actually on the newer side. Was that Good Old Games had the newest from the fine folks behind Mist and Riven that came out a year or two, a couple years ago, as part of their summer sale for free for about 48 hours called Abduction. And I grabbed that up real quick.
I got it. Yeah.
Free. Yeah, and I am looking forward to diving into that one. I'm super pumped for Abduction. So that's there on my hit list. So I'm kind of wondering if maybe it's got enough modern mentality that it might be a good one to check out. Adele, Kathy might kill you now.
Why?
You just fucked everything up, girl.
She's not just gonna play with the cameras.
You just.
That's all right. You're here. It's
well,
fun.
actually, no. It's just Larry disappeared, so Larry is not going to be on camera.
That's all right. I'm not that interesting to look at.
Oh, we can make this work. We'll make it work because I am a goddess of streaming.
So,
I've only been able to see Larry, and I've only been able to see Dylan and Josh this whole time. But yeah, you're a goddess.
So this got mentioned earlier, and I want to talk about it some more because it makes me happy in my pants knowing that it's happening. Eddie, you poked the bear on this. Let's talk about some goddamn R-Type Final 2.
Yeah, so it seems that R-Type Final 2 is getting close or going to be making more of his 45 million yen Kickstarter. So it seems like it's going to be a guaranteed go for this game.
Yeah. So much hype. I demand that the final level still have people fucking in the background. I am going to be absolutely earth-shatteringly heartbroken if it doesn't happen.
I'm kind of iffy now on this game.
Why? It looks to have all the amazing stuff of R-Type Final and more.
I don't know. I think R-Type is more for Japanese player and more for niche shooters, people who like that series. I think R-Type has kind of fell out of some people's love for that series because it's been so long. Shooters are making a comeback, but I think like for me personally, of course, like I talk about Treasure and Ikaruga and stuff, but I'm looking more for arcade Japanese shooters that never came to America. That looks to be more interesting.
Kathy's head just exploded.
After playing like the R-Type Dimension, I was just like, this doesn't do nothing for me. So I think it's gonna be a way to approach C on how this plays out, on how it looks. But I don't think it's gonna be super popular here. I think people will buy it if it gets a physical and stuff. But I'm just like, I think there's probably gonna be better shooters that I'd rather play that I've never seen in America before. So,
speaking of shooters you've never played, have you played Switch and Shoot yet?
I haven't heard of it.
We've talked about it on here. It's amazing, and it's dirt ass cheap on your Switch. That is another one that you can use your flip grip with, and you should.
Okay, I'll have to look it up.
Very, very retro arcade. Which, speaking of physical, this actually just came across the news desk over the break. Limited Run is doing a new run of Dead Cells, actually. The Action Game of the Year edition.
Really?
Yes. That just cropped up in my news feed over the break, as a matter of fact. So
I'm assuming it's going to be just like the game and then the DLC. I'm assuming.
Yeah, and they're only doing a standard edition, so it's, for those that didn't get in on it the first time, it's there now. So, and it's got a keychain with it. So
did they do the first? Who did the first version of it?
I don't remember who did the standard, but Signature Edition did the big box. So, and they may have done the standard physical too, but
okay, because I know that one was like through like Amazon and Best Buy and stuff. Mm-hmm. You were able to go buy it.
Yep. So, yeah, that's one to keep a lookout for as well. So, trying to think, anything else good we want to hit on?
There is, Watch Dogs 3 Legions got announced. We got the Destiny 2 update coming, so you guys will be able to check that out. Mario Maker 2.
Who the hell is still playing that?
There's a lot of people.
I'm out. I'm out
too.
I think a lot of people went back to Destiny after they did the Division 2 and after Anthem was the letdown. A lot of people have went back to the Division to Destiny 2. So there's been a lot of updates and people have been happy about it. So I think people are looking forward to this new DLC that's coming. I've been playing it lately. I've been enjoying it and having fun with it. So
Portal's still alive. That's what it was. I knew it was a specific version of Portal that was free.
And the other game that I mentioned, Larry, with is Zeo Drifter. That was the game.
Okay, that's what I was thinking, but I'm like, I don't remember it on Wii U. But that's because I skipped it on Wii U and I picked it up on Switch.
Mm-hmm. So I got it on both systems. Yeah.
Okay.
We did get a mission that there's a rumor that Banjo-Kazooie might be coming back. And people are hoping that it's going to be in Smash or it'll be a new game for Xbox. So
right.
It may be one of the 14 games that Microsoft might be talking about or showing. We don't know at this moment, but we shall see.
Bring back Conkers.
There is something with Conkers.
There is something, yeah.
Like something celebrating
something new?
5 years. No, it's like a collector's thing.
Oh, that thing's garbage. that's not Conkers. I mean, it is Conkers, but it's this like it was part of this God, what was that game called? There was this game that like you could make games in, and there was like a Conkers mini game in there. But it wasn't.
Yeah.
Project Spark.
Project
Spark.
Yeah,
that thing.
That was not. No, I want real Conkers. All right?
You want like a proper game.
Yeah, I want a proper Conkers game. Like Conkers was one of the best games ever made. I love that game so much.
They're probably gonna remaster it. I can see it being remastered, like rare, or one of Microsoft like leads it out to another.
I don't know, with the like political climate, I don't know if that game would make it nowadays.
I think it would. I think with a remaster, I think it would still fit. Because it was just one of those gross comedies. It wasn't nothing like it's nothing like compared to like what we see like in Red Dead Redemption or stuff like that. So I think,
I'm not sure that Conkers would get like Duke Nukemed.
Yeah.
Well, Duke Nukem was so much a period piece, and I don't think Conkers was.
Yeah.
Well, my bigger concern with Conkers is that like it's like there's some heavy like handedness as far as like the teddy bears being Nazis, and like the multiplayer game modes were like, even when they remastered it for 360, they left out a lot of the older game modes because like there was a part where like the Jew squirrels were trying to escape the teddies, and like you would mow them down in the original 64 game, and they left that whole thing out. And they cut a couple of parts of the campaign. They didn't like cut it, but they like omitted some words and stuff like to be more, PC, I guess.
Non-offensive.
Yeah, a little less offensive. Which I mean, I want them to keep everything or like make a sequel. I don't know. I mean,
Right.
that game was good enough.
They'll probably make a sequel, but I just feel like a remaster for the first game. I think since people have been celebrating it or they've been making noise about it, I can see it again, like the first game, or wasn't there a second one? I think there was a second one.
There was a Game Boy one.
There was a Game Boy one. Yeah,
and they remade the first one. It was Conker's Live and Reloaded.
And then
that was the remaster.
Then Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I'm a little baffled actually because I don't understand why nobody is fucking talking about this. The Rare game that we know is being worked on, we haven't seen shit on since the announcement. Like, we have technically seen less of this than we have of Metroid Prime 4. I'm really, really somewhere between like hoping and praying and legit expecting we should see something next week. The fuck is happening with my goddamn Battletoads?
Oh, it'll be at E3.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be there. It'll be there.
Yeah. Like, seriously, why is nobody talking about this? This should be, like, guaranteed on the damn docket.
Because Battletoads is not as... Battletoads is not as remembered as other games.
You shut your dirty whore mouth.
I'm just saying, people are talking more about Halo Infinite and Gears 5 and Ori, and even us. Have we ever had a sit down conversation about Battletoads? And you even admit, Larry, that you've been talking more about Ori and other games than you have talked about Battletoads.
I know, but I need more Battletoads in my life. It's been too goddamn long.
You're gonna see something on it.
I think
better. I better get a damn release date for Ori.
I'm assuming that the game is finished and they'll release it
the
day of announcement, because I'm like, if they're going to go in that animated style that they showed the trailer with, I think that game is already finished. Like, you can't do much with Battletoads or anything, so it shouldn't take too long to like bring a game like that out.
I could also stand for a complete like Battletoads anthology collection on disc. That would be spectacular.
I would like to see Rare do like RC Pro-Am. I would like to see what they could do with that.
RC Pro-Am, that was the best.
Hey, I'm just saying, you love RC Pro-Am, and you know we love our futuristic racers here. You got to play the next Penelope.
I've been playing it.
So
Interplay used to do some racing games on Super Nintendo. Yeah. So I wonder, since Outworld is coming back, I wonder if someone's going to be diving into the Interplay, not Outworld, Earthworm Jim. I wonder if someone's going to be diving into Interplay's old library and bringing some of those classes back, like remaking them. Because I mean, it just makes sense that Interplay have like MDK and MDK2, like those guys have a cult following. But I'm like, I think those games could get an upgrade, remaster, or something indie made about them, and come in and be popular again.
You know, I remember it was maybe like a year or so ago. I caught an absolutely righteous MDK speed run on GDQ. It was just phenomenal to watch. So no, I wouldn't mind checking that out. I'd be down with that.
I wonder. What was the Legacy of Kain 2? Razor.
Oh, Soul Reaver?
Soul Reaver. I wonder if Square Enix is going to bring that back.
Yeah.
I love Soul Reaver.
We have a friend of the show, actually, that has specifically requested that I keep my ear to the ground for any Legacy of Kain news this year and keep him posted. He has a deep, deep adoration for Legacy of Kain.
Yeah, those games, storytelling wise, were
so good. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah.
Well, Hennig, yeah.
I know he's also going to be real happy if something pans out, because there's some talk that there might be some Darksiders news coming out of E3 next week as well. So, and I would definitely, I would not be sad to see another Darksiders. So, I'm okay with that.
Well, with Darksiders, my thing would be chess area, but I think they'll do because they just announced Darksiders 2 definitive for Switch. So if Part 3 would come out,
did War Mastered hit Switch?
Yeah.
Yep.
It didn't get physical, did it?
Yes.
Did it?
Yes. In fact, there's a misprint on it too. On some physical, like the cover is sometimes black. You can find out it's not red like the Switch cover.
Weird.
And they actually recalled them. So if you can find one, that's actually worth money.
Fuck me running. Now I've got to. How did I miss that?
So, but I think we'll see. Everything's all a big assumption for next week and stuff.
Oh, and it's cheap. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I think Battletoads, when that come out, that'll probably be like $19.99. It'll probably get like the Cuphead treatment or something.
Right.
Because I could see Battletoads coming to Switch and Steam, along with Ori and the Blind Forest. So that would be interesting to see what Microsoft do with those franchises. I think, like I said, it's part of their 14 games that they're going to show off amongst other stuff.
I'm going to be heartbroken if Battletoads did not have the new Battletoads does not have the baller pause music. That game is worth owning just so that you can turn it on and press pause and just jam out to it.
Well, we don't know who's developing it, so I don't think
Rare.
It's Rare.
Why would it not be Rare?
Because Rare's working on Sea of Thieves. And don't forget, Rare didn't do Killer Instinct. It was a different developer. So I don't think Rare's working on it. It could be like the Initiative or even Ninja Theory. It could be one of Microsoft's 14 first parties who did it. But the Initiative is probably my guess. But we'll see.
Okay. Well, this smells like as good a place as any to wrap this up for this week. Big shout out and big thank you to everybody that dropped in to check us out on Twitch tonight as we recorded. Much love to any and everyone that downloaded this and put this in their earballs and eye holes on Podbean and Google Play Music and Spotify and iTunes and iHeartRadio now, as well as YouTube and Twitch. Want to say a special lovely thank you to all of my mini bosses that joined me, that joined us tonight. Kathy, the Streamstress, Dylan, Streamstress. It was there. Shush. Dylan, Genderbender, Misty Cosplay. Josh the LeGrew.
Hello.
Eddie Blackman V, and Adele. Squeeze me hard so my tubes touch. Not a meth head. Joining us in the back end of the show. So big love, big shout out. Everybody say good night.
Good night.
Night. And we'll see you guys next time on World One Podcast. Bye, everybody.
Peace.